It's harder to exercise and get the same kind of exercise. And then that psychologically affects you because you don't want to exercise as hard as much because you never get that rush and the endorphins and all that stuff kick in like you used to. Having been through the cancer, I didn't want to stay sort of quote unquote at the bottom. I wanted to come back up and be as good as I could be, although it was never going to be as good as I used to be, and I just had to accept that part of it. So when I go out and exercise with my friends, people that I before used to just leave behind now left me behind and waited for me like I used to wait for them. And it was just a matter of I wanted to make my body as strong as it could possibly be so that it would, I thought, give me a greater opportunity to also beat the disease. And it helps you more than once, in more than one way. It helps you physically, but it also helps you emotionally. Because when you're exercising a lot and you're working towards a goal, emotionally I think you're a lot stronger. Emotionally, you don't drop to the bottom, you get thrown to the bottom. I've never let myself stay there, but we all get there, we all go there. And it's a matter of how we get back. Some people need groups, some people need therapists, some people just do it themselves. I figured out ways to do it myself, and I try to convey that to some of my friends and people that I know, people that I don't even know, because I've had, like the John Wayne Cancer Group has called me up and said, we have a guy in Idaho, and he's really having problems dealing with his disease. Can you call him? Or can he call you, or whatever? And I'll say, sure. And I remember spending 3 hours with a guy from Idaho one day. And then he was coming down here for his treatments, and he called me back, and he said, you know, I can't thank you enough. You put me on the right track. And that's almost the greatest pleasure. That's what's really good about having cancer, is you get to do those kinds of things for people. I owned a business. It was a construction hardware business. And I had about 50 employees and two locations. And I was back to work probably within 2 to 3 weeks following my first surgery. Mostly because the doctor came up to me and said, what do you do? And I said, well, this is what I do, for a living. And he says, you know what? One of the best things you can do is try to get back to your normal life ASAP. And I said, that's fine with me. So as soon as I had enough strength to get to work and sit there for a few hours, and do some stuff. And I started out slow. I'd go to work for 4 or 5 hours, and I worked my way up to 8 hours within a few weeks. And I was back to a normal routine, other than having to go back and forth to the cancer place to get treatments and stuff constantly. That was another therapy work, because it gets your mind off of it. My name's Jerry Ash. I'm a 13-year survivor of melanoma.